It's been a long time and I have missed you guys, but we are now back with daily content. This should be up on Tuesday, so things are back to normal and we're here with an episode of the West Ham World as we try and take West Ham to Premier League and Champions League glory. In a parallel universe, West Ham United decided that Slaven Bilic wasn't the right man to lead West Ham to glory at the London Stadium. Instead, they chose this man. Hi there, my name is JNO. What's up guys and welcome to the West Ham World, back with daily content on JNO FM. We are now set up in a new surroundings. As you can see, we're in my new flat now, so hopefully the setup will improve as time goes on, but this is what we got to work with right now. We have to get back into doing the Football Manager episodes for you guys and for West Ham to actually have some success, although in real life they're starting to have some success now that Dimitri Payet has gone. I believe the last time we were together we played Dynamo away and got a 0-0 draw before getting a 3-2 victory against Brentford. So since then we have played in the EFL Cup and got knocked out in extra time against Watford. We did play a weaker side against them with the likes of Reece Burke, Phil Jones, Josh Cullen was playing, Mark Anderson, Tom Grant also got a game, as well as George Dowling and Becker Ayan. So we didn't play the strongest side and we suffered for it, so we're out of the EFL Cup, but that was never our major priority. We then won against Everton 3-0 before a home win against Dynamo 1-0, and then unfortunately we lost to Man United. We lost 2-0 in that game. Anthony Martial and Ante Coric getting 2 goals against us before we drew with Newcastle, which was a really disappointing result. Danny Drinkwater scoring in the 91st minute, which means we are 4th in the table at the moment, and we're going to be playing CSKA Moscow away in the Champions Cup before an away day at Stoke. Can the boys perform on a rainy day? 24th of November in Stoke. Currently we're sitting pretty in the table at 4th, not as good a position as last year just yet, but we are behind the likes of Man City, Man United and Tottenham. Bournemouth are sitting in 5th, Stoke in 6th, Chelsea and Arsenal taking up that 7th and 8th position. Liverpool unfortunately sitting in 11th, which seems very low for them. We need to get a victory against Stoke in our Premier League game to keep up with the front three. We need to stay in that top 4 pack. So very important today, this episode as well, because Group D, we're on 7 points. CSKA Moscow are on 6 points. So this game is vital for us to make sure we don't end up in the Euro Cup again and we go into the knockout stages of the Champions League. Okay, so we're going into this game with a lot of injuries, a lot of people that are in our 25-man squad that we cannot play today, hence why you'll see a lot of youngsters on that bench. But we're starting with Rajkovic in goal, with Kieran Gibbs and Sam Byram as the 2 fullbacks. We have Michael Keane and Reid Award as the centre-backs, Van Ginkel, Tolisso and Will Hughes as that 3-man midfield, Martin Samuelson as the shadow striker, just behind Herving Lozano and Jonas Egerstein. And as you can see on the bench, we have the likes of Emmanuel Fernandez, Coral Henry, who I never thought I'd be putting in my lineup for a Champions League game. And we are coming up against CSKA Moscow with the 4-2-3-1. Some decent players in this lineup like Tosic, Vitinho, Eremenko, Matri. Can't say that number 10's name, I'm not going to try, but I know Mario Fernandez is good. Is that Rojo from Man United as well? It is. So a very decent side here. But my side can beat decent sides, so hopefully we can pick up a victory here today. Okay, so we kick things off, and it feels so long since I played. I feel a bit out of touch with the game at the moment, so after this episode it will be good to catch up with the team a bit, play a bit offline to get back into the flow of playing with this side. Hopefully that doesn't affect our performance here today though. I'm sure I haven't changed the settings, but both in this and the AFC Wimbledon game, a bit worried there. Vitinho was offside, but it still showed it as a highlight. I haven't been getting as many highlights as I was getting with the settings at key. I may put them up to extended, but that does mean I have to do more editing of anything that isn't of interest as far as you guys are concerned. As Van Ginkel picks it up in the middle, Egerstein can now play to Lozano. One more to Samuelson. Samuelson should put it away. 1-0 against CSKA Moscow, and that makes us look a lot more comfortable in that table. And if Atletico Madrid are losing, which they are, we will go top of the group. Dynamo are beating Atletico Madrid. That is massive for this group and massive for West Ham, as Lozano just plays it straight to Samuelson, who has started to become a regular in the first team. Samuelson and Mark Anderson, who you may see in the Stoke game, have both become parts of the squad, the first team squad. Nice to see some of these youngsters who I've tutored and sent on loans and trained up starting to have an impact on the West Ham world. So, same again, second half please. Another goal, a 2-0 victory away in Russia will make me very, very happy. Kieran Gibbs giving the ball away though won't make me very, very happy. They've only had 2 shots and they've both been off target, so that is good for us. We've had 2 half chances and a clear-cut chance, 4 long shots out of 8, so 50% of our chances have come from outside the box. Will Hughes has picked up a yellow, so we may have to sub him off. It's at the 60th minute. We've got 3 players on yellows, but Egerstein is having a mare. He's not. Do we actually bring on the youngster? Don't think we have anyone else that can play striker. Corey Henry isn't one that I think is ready for first team football. He's there because I don't have another striker. Tolisso can come off for Tufan. Jones, I don't really want Jones as a right back, so I think we'll take off Hughes as well for Tillemans. 2 very capable replacements there, so that shouldn't affect how we play. As Readable whips in a cross now, it's headed clear, but Tolisso should pick it up. He's got time on the ball as well. He's got time to just jog over to the ball. You'd think he was tired. Byram now has the ball. Don't do anything silly with it. Don't lose it. Back to Tolisso. Tolisso up to Samuelson, who gets fouled from behind. That looks like a challenge from behind. Is that a red? That should be a red. This is second yellow card, so Marcus Rojo is off, which is great news for us. They are now having to play without that attacking midfielder. That is what they've done over there in the left-hand corner. I could, strictly speaking, now play it out defence. You watch me change it to play it out defence and it backfire. You watch my defender play it out defence and we lose the ball. Atletico Madrid are now winning 3-1, so this win isn't as big as it had the potential to be when we scored our first goal. A 1-0 victory isn't the best victory in the world, but defensively very, very solid. I love the look of those stats on the left. Stats on the right, not so much. 3 shots on target out of 16. That's pretty poor. Makes me think I don't really have the strikers I want in the right position. Lozano, I think I'm going to have to train up for some other sort of position because he's not really working as a striker. Part of me is thinking I shouldn't have bought Lozano. But anyway, a 1-0 victory means we are looking a lot more comfortable in our group, so I can't complain. We're now 4 points clear of CSKA Moscow. Dynamo pretty much are out of the contention, so we should be getting through to the knockout stages. So now let's go from Russia to Stoke. Now, what might happen is I might have edited past all of that. 0-0 draw against Stoke. There was one highlight, and that was pretty much kickoff highlights and the full-time whistle. So we're going to do the Atletico Madrid game because that was not worth putting up on YouTube. I'm not going to give you guys that kind of, to be honest, shambles, because that was just not entertaining at all. Not even for me. So let's go to the Atletico Madrid game because there was nothing there to show you guys. Absolutely nothing. And Martin Samuelson is injured. Great. I'm going to leave to the physio, but I'm probably going to regret that because I don't think I have anyone to play in that shadow striker role. Okay guys, so we're going into this second game of the episode because we've completely skipped that Stoke game because it was awful. And this is the game against Atletico Madrid at the London Stadium. And if we win today, we go through top in our group, a group that had Atletico Madrid and CSKA Moscow. I know there are bigger teams out there, but for West Ham to be top of a group like that in their first Champions League season is great. We are starting with Rajkovic in goal, Kieran Gibbs and Sam Byram as the wing backs, with Keane and Riedewald as the 2 centre backs, Van Ginkel, Tolisso and Will Hughes as the 3-man midfield. Emmanuel Fernandez is taking that shadow striker role behind Lozano and Egerstein because we don't really have many other options when we get further up the pitch. Jonas Hector Ingram is going to be our backup striker, and we are playing of course Griezmann, Vieto, Gaetan, Sal, Koke, A lot of good players there, and I believe on their bench is Jonathan Callery. So yes, this is going to be a difficult game. Can my new look West Ham side, which to be fair doesn't have many West Ham players left in it, get a good performance here? I think Byram is the only one still left really. Cresswell makes appearances every now and again. But yeah, all the West Ham boys have pretty much disappeared, haven't they? And you'd have thought Payet would have stayed, but yeah, he didn't fit the formation and no one likes Payet anymore. Okay, it looks like a great ball over the top to Vieto there. Great save by Rajkovic though. And it looks like my computer's not plugged in. Oh wow, I've been playing with my computer not plugged in. It's a good thing I looked at my battery as Tolisso picks up, plays a long ball out to Lozano. Egerstein now has it. Play it one more out wide. Oh, look at I think that was my right back making the run there. Egerstein just completely didn't see it. Okay, we're dominating possession, but that doesn't mean anything. If they get the goals, then our possession is for nothing. A win sees us go through first. We can lose, so I may go hell for leather and still go through. But it looks like we're going to go in at half time at 0-0. They don't need to win though, so they may be just sitting back. So I can push forward and risk them countering. I could go back and try and make the players come onto me, but I doubt they're going to do that. Or I could do what I like to do and do absolutely nothing, and then wonder why nothing's changed. Like, we're going to make a substitution. Egerstein just... You're not doing the business. You had a small period where you looked like you could be the next big thing at the club. And since then, you've been absolute dog. Okay, Fernandes and Hector Ingram are up front, with Tillemans just behind. Not ideal, and we're going to go for it. We're going to change to attacking, get that ball pumped forward, hopefully grab a goal. We'll also do a little team talk, push forward, and watch us concede now. Gibbs wins the ball there though, to Hector Ingram, plays it back to Van Ginkel, to Hughes. Hughes can play it to Hector Ingram. Go on Hector Ingram, be a hero. Gibbs to Tillemans. Tillemans, one more to Hughes. There you go. To Van Ginkel. Oh, Van Ginkel, that's not like you. That's not like you at all. And you didn't win it back. And Vieto's now down the wing. Can find the cross into... Wow. Is that how we're not going to get first place? With an own goal. Who even scored the own goal? Rajkovic has put down, but to be honest... Oh, Rajkovic. Here you go, Atlético Madrid. Have first place. Fucking hell. That is not how I pictured us going down to Atlético Madrid. I was expecting like Griezmann with a mazy run, or a wonder strike by Koke. No. That is how we concede. If Hughes can get there though, Fernandes could be through here. Just, wow, Hector Ingram was there. You just square it and it's 1-1. Not that it really matters because 1-1 isn't good enough, but still, Fernandes, you're meant to be a midfielder with vision. Hughes gets the equaliser. Great finish there by Will Hughes. Will Hughes on fire, your midfield is terrified. Thank you for whoever left that in the comments down below. That is something I'm planning on doing as well, is trying to introduce you guys to some little chants I've been thinking up of in my head. We didn't ever introduce my calorie chant based off of Vindaloo, the song, because we sold Calorie before I ever actually saw him score in an episode and remember to do it. But it went something along the lines of, oh, I'm not going to sing it at the end of an episode. I might sing it at the beginning of the next episode. Leave a like and a comment down below if you want to hear what would have been the Calorie celebration song, and I will do it at the beginning of the next West Ham World as we finish this game 1-1, and if Rajkovic hadn't palmed it into his own net, we could be going through first. Instead, we are still going through to the knockout stages at second, but it could have been so much better. Anyway guys, thank you so much for tuning in as always. Thank you for being patient with me until I got set up in my new flat. Hopefully we'll get everything sorted and we'll be recording Monday to Friday Football Manager If I have more time, I may do more episodes Saturday and Sunday, but I may just leave Saturday and Sunday to relax, watch the football, because I do like watching the football, and plan for my FPL show on JNO United. If you've enjoyed the episode, please hit that like button. Again, more likes mean you may see the calorie song at the beginning of the next episode. Also subscribe if you're new around here. I've been JNO, you guys have been awesome, and it's good to be back.